Hello everyone. Before this video starts, I will mention the fact that you might have to increase the volume after this a little bit because it seems like before I started recording, I knocked my mic and the volume went down, so it's a bit quieter in this episode. I didn't notice this until editing, which as you can hear, I fixed it, but that was only after the video. So yeah, you might have to turn up your volume for this episode. It also might be hard to hear me in some points because the game audio's louder than my mic when it's turned down, so sorry about that. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to Cobblemon episode 9, and as you know, it's very empty in here. Well, as you can tell. And I made sort of a little dinosaur skeleton head, and notice this, which it's supposed to be a netherite ingot. It's pretty decent, but that is because, well, we go into stats other, you can see the scrap stash is at 255, so I just need one more, 99%. And look at that. I just so happen to have one more. That's why it took me a little bit longer than expected to get this video out. Simply because I was doing that. And now, after so long, finally get the netherite gimme gold. Or golden go. It's got no benefits, other than the fact that it just looks cooler. That is the only difference. And as you can see, instead of Shinotic, I have this thing, which is actually the sound type, because I didn't realize the Cobblemon add-on that adds in different variants also adds in different types. So I have a grass sound type. I have no idea what sound is good against, so that we'll figure out on our own. And hey, look at that. One of these things. I already have like 3 of them. I got my house built in which you'll notice these as well as all this. Oh, and when I was out exploring, finding the mangrove roots for the house, I managed to come across a village after I had the bad omen effect, so I did a raid, and well, a librarian just kind of threw this at me. I didn't even know it was a thing. Okay then. This combined with my farmer's hat that decreases villager prices, that might just make everything one. Other than that, the reason I have all this is because I finally decided to do a storage network. I've already set up all the chests, that's why that was so empty. I need one more. I obtained a bunch of different sort of... Oh, I just obtained a bunch of different... There we go. Now I have all the inventories linked up. So it's just in this now. Which, it can actually just go right there so it doesn't take up an inventory slot. I just have to figure out the control for it. Yes. Which I did also add a mod that adds these to the charm fragment, in which, I'll be honest, these things are really only useful in hardcore, because other than that, you could just get your stuff back. Let's see. Oh yeah. I'm having a fancy bed now too. Other than that, time to go over the ridiculous amount of Pokemon I found while getting the resources, as well as when I was farming for netherite. And, well, I got 2 shiny Patrats, which I'm gonna see if I can evolve one of them. Yes, I can. Okay, so I mean, I just want to know what all of them look like shiny. I also have 2 shiny Slugmas, neither of them can evolve, I already tried checking. I had 4 Sentrants, and so I evolved one into a Furret. And I got a shiny Nickit, Linoon, Darumaka. I got another shiny Rattata, which I evolved into Raticate. Shiny Cubone, another shiny Bouffalant, shiny Mareep, and I think that's all the new shinies. Maybe a second shiny Bunnelby is the only different other one. Apart from that, I got a Scorbunny, there's Meganium outbreaks everywhere, so I just caught one. Well, not everywhere, just around here because I'm in a plains biome. I got a second Cyndaquil, and these are all, I've gotten a whole bunch of different ones, including an Ice Fairy Misdreavus, an Ice Normal Diglett, that's the same Pokemon that I have on my team right now, which I'm not sure if it can evolve. A Fire Grass Wooper, Poison Ghost Oddish, the Dark Fighting Fearow and Spearows, which I actually did just find a Fearow, I didn't evolve a Spearow. This entirely new Pokemon, an Iyaya, and it's Grass Poison, which, frankly, if this thing doesn't evolve, I might just replace it with this guy. Which, I found 3 of these guys. They're all normal fighting. The Yemids and Kung Fu, as well as 2 of the Harpies, which are normal flying. And evolved one into Aqualor. And other than that, that's about it. But yeah, it seems like right after I caught this Grovyle and came out of the primordial caves, they were just everywhere, which I'm not complaining. Yeah, these 2 I found while doing my netherite farming, which they were in lava bodies, but because of my Infiniham, that didn't hurt too much. And as you can see, I'm back to wearing this armor because I have yet to fully enchant that armor yet. Other than that, nothing on the final floor yet. I forgot to build the rest of these things. Pokemon can still just go in the house. I did also add Macaw's doors. And I tried to find a mod that has like a player sensor that you could just put above doors, but I ended up just adding an automatic door opening mod that opens the doors when you get close to them. But other than that, once again, this episode is just going to be, well, as I said in the filler, this episode will just be more focused on Pixelmon, which I want to just set up, because I want to see if I can just set up an automatic brewing system. Because I've done it before in a completely separate world. It's got 4 steps. I need more. Yeah, it's got 4 steps. Make this thing. I don't have any flint. Okay. Right, because I have it on void for that, and I probably just got rid of it all. Yeah, as you can see, I flattened that entire area out, which is so annoying to do by hand. It takes so long. Because in that creative world you saw in the last filler episode, I added a world edit mod, which is still technically on. I'm just fairly certain you can't use it in vanilla. Well, not vanilla, in survival. But now I got a pipe wrench. I gotta figure out which level of these upgrades I can add a filter onto. Simply put it, the way you stop a pipe from taking it out is simply just adding a filter that only takes out what you want it to. Alright. Another thing I gotta have. So I might add botany pots to this to make it very much automatic, but for now, this should be fine. So really, I just need bottles of water now. Let's see, bottle. I don't have enough bottles. So I'll just, let's see. Glass. There, that should be good. I will probably take this down soon. turn dirt into mud. Let's see, I'll probably just make another one. That way I can just add a whole bunch of bottled waters. Though there definitely is a way to automate water bottles. Let's see. I'm using the apricot planks because I don't really care about them. Which reminds me, put that back in. Alright. So first I need the vivid chokes. I don't have any... Oh, I don't. Okay. Okay, it's you that's trying to fight me. Which I haven't decided whether I want to swap out Lantern or not. Let's see. Grab a stack of all the things that I need. Do I need these things? Yes. That's right, because then it goes citrus, then vivid choke. This hasn't picked up any... Okay, so it doesn't pick up stuff. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's good to know. It doesn't pick up citrus and lum. Actually, wait. Back. So I do have a bunch of stuff in backpacks. All this stuff from when I cleared out that large area. Let's see. Alright. Which, when I was netherite farming, this thing gained plenty of levels. I don't remember not that I don't need to go into that house anymore. Let's see. Well, thankfully, I don't need to go netherite farming anymore. I wonder how sound does against ghost or poison. You don't need to do that. Okay, so it's neither effective nor resistant. Let's see. So first would be that. Then the citrus. Do you need revival herbs in this process? No. Okay. So it's citrus and lums at the end. Chokes go there. Citrus goes there. Alright. So I'm going to need at least 4 of these. That's right. Just going to turn that into a bunch of iron. I don't need redstone blocks, but that's for later. doesn't have a filtered mode. The next one requires gold, which I have plenty of. It's just the redstone. Do I not have that much redstone? Okay, I thought I had more. So let's check this. It has distribution. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I am gonna have to go all the way to the diamond. Oh, that requires redstone blocks. Ooh, and I don't have enough of those. Alright. Looks like I'm gonna go redstone mining for a bit, which I did do a little bit of mining. Okay, that's too dark. I did do a little bit of mining because I needed a bunch more iron for that stuff. And I did actually find out that the lush cave I used to get the revival herbs is actually connected to this cave. It was actually pretty funny. I just explored this cave a whole bunch looking for all the iron, and just stumbled upon the same exact lush cave. It is still a shame that the Fulbright doesn't actually work with shaders. Though it's understandable because shaders mainly uses shadows and Fulbright just gets rid of said shadows. It's also great that this doesn't count as having a higher light level, so I can just still run past everything. Also, I did add a dungeon mod called Wesley's Roguelike Dungeons, which that'll be maybe a couple episodes from now, maybe sooner. But I actually found one of the structures that acts as an infinite dungeon, but that's after you complete other dungeons first. Which the way the mod works is it simply adds in vessels. Let's see. Where are these vessels? Yeah, these things. These vessels generate a dungeon in the world, and then use like a pathfinder to teleport to it. Pretty much it's a dungeon mod that you can add into a world at any point, because the dungeons don't spawn naturally in the world. You gotta generate them first. Which, since generation's through an item, it's pretty much just all taken care of then. I think it still does just generate them in new chunks, but with the Pathfinder and it just teleporting you to it, that stops you from having to go ahead and find. I forgot that there were. Okay, I forgot about this. I forgot that I added a mod that adds in very large ore veins. So when you see something like that, just know it's the large ore vein mod. Which, oh my god. Because I didn't think I'd ever really find them, but I remembered it in the Nether when I found a giant vein of, I think it was quartz. Yeah, Nether quartz ore, and I found a giant vein of it. But yeah, since I'm out of the primordial caves, I can have shaders on pretty much at all times now. God, so many emeralds. It's amazing. Oh, there's a stack of emerald blocks. Stack and 8 of emerald blocks. Ridiculous. But that'll be great. Ooh. Wonder how many bottles of enchanting that can get. Also, when you saw my character, you'll have seen that it doesn't look like I'm wearing armor. despite this being in here. That's just because I effectively turn it off, so it just looks like I'm not wearing anything. Finally some redstone I can actually reach without needing to climb a ceiling. Okay, shaders make it actually easier to find, well, not really find, but actually differentiate diamonds and prosperity shards, because they look very similar. Let's see. Johnstone. Don't really care to look around. Yes I do. Come on. Get rid of netherrack because I don't plan on. Don't plan on going back to netherite farming anytime soon. God, is netherite farming awful. It's usually at least one. There it is. Tyrannitarite, okay. Good to see. I can get a Mega Tyranitar if I want it. Or if I just simply find a Tyranitar. And yeah, I've already looted that. Look at that, centipede! I have not decided. Huh, I didn't even see this mimic before. It's temporary boost wing speed for eating food. Okay. Not the greatest, not the worst. Actually, can I? Okay, there is a limit for the... Yeah. Seems like there is actually a limit for the network remote. So I just tried to open it, and, well, nothing happened. I gotta figure out if it's an additional mod that adds in an unlimited one. Leaf stone. Why does it always want to make me dig for them? And it's steelixite, which I think I already had. But I might as well take the XP. Actually, I wonder if I can max it out now. It's got 10 levels. Nope, I got to level 8. Oh, it's 905. How many is for the next level? 2,500, okay. Couple more levels than I have. If you're wondering why I had so many levels and didn't just immediately store them all, it's actually because the relics that I upgrade, if you store the levels, in which I don't know if I've already said this, I might have, but if you store the levels, it goes into negative if you take them out when trying to level up relics. It's kind of weird. But it's not like I die all that often anymore. Turning on magnet so everything just goes into backpack now. Yeah, I think I'll just bring you guys back when I actually. I can go home now. Right after I get this single diamond, probably. Yeah. Okay. Now I can just actually make the rest of these blocks of redstone. And finally, I can go back to making this thing. Which I might just make this episode a little bit longer. Because I thought I had pretty much everything ready, but apparently I didn't. So let's see. Yep, there's a filter mode. Because I don't really need to filter that. So that's blaze powder. Oh, there's a bunch. 36, that's 8 north anchor. Stand. Right. So you should be flowing. Very hot. Hold on. Seriously. Why are you not working? You should just be pulling into this. I do need to... Probably do need to add a basic pipe upgrade. Oh no. How did I get this to work last time? Does it go into the side? It does, okay. Okay, why are you guys just in my house? Okay. So I forgot that it goes into the side and not the top. So this one needs to only pull out these. Put those in there. This is what the brewing thing does. It makes it so much faster, which is actually very nice. And lumberries. Right. The lumberries. There we go. They just add that to there. There we go. That should work now. So all I need to do is hook that up. That should work now. Yep. Yeah. It should work smoothly now to automatically brew whenever I put stuff into there. Eventually I'll add botany pots to it. So that way I have an automatic, well, I have continuous source of that. Other than that, I need to put Garchomp back on my team. Well, not Garchomp. Get you off my team. Which I was thinking of adding. Thinking of replacing the lantern, but I don't have any good water types to replace them with, so I might just go into the ocean and sort of just go from there. So I want a good water type. So might just see. Actually, have I found a big old beach? also think of if I did anything else. Oh yeah, this is the path I took to find the mangrove swamp, which is this one right here. The dark oak was right here. And the dark oak is where I found the Ayaya, I think it is, as well as the one I currently have on my team. Let's see. I think this probably would work, because that's all beach. Let's see. Is this way right? Yes. Because the beach is usually easier to find stuff than ocean, because ocean is just annoying. Which I did try to just straight up get rid of dimensional doors, but if I do that, it'll corrupt the world. So I've just opted to have them no longer spawn in any dimension. Except for the nether, because I didn't even know they spawned in the nether, but they only do so in the nether fortresses, so it's fine. Okay. This thing's useful for clearing out a whole bunch of stuff. Your crops provide. Okay, yeah, that's right. Probably should have slept. I think it's a comforts mod that adds in sort of special sleeping bags that don't set your spawn point, but you can still skip the night. Shelter. I never added a guy back in there. Back in that gimme goal spot. Because most of the water type Pokemon I see are just the Frillish and Magikarp. With the occasional Sharknado, but let's see. Let me check a War Motion. Because I think a War Motion is the one. Yikes. 6,000 blocks away, okay. 6,000 blocks north. Makes sense as to why I've never seen it, because I haven't been there. But yeah, that's the little infinity dungeon structure. Which I didn't see much of it. It was mainly just seeing how it works. So I didn't want to have no clue what to do. Pineco, okay. I was wondering what Cobblemon was up there. But yeah, it does have a chest in it that you can open, in which that one just had, I think, leather and magma creams. Maybe some iron. There was nothing too good in it, which... This is the reason I got rid of the tornado mod. Gravelmon also does add 2 new apricorn types, which there's a sun ball, which is 5 times on fire and all that, which I want to find a cosmic and a light type. Those sound awesome. Look at that, an even bigger beach. I don't think I've actually found a desert biome. Okay, I did. I just didn't traverse in it. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to what I'm doing. I'm not gonna get sidetracked. So I do want a good water type. Which if I want a starter, then I saw a recommendation that simply just said you should start a project in the biome they spawn in. So I might do different projects in other biomes, just to see if I could get rare Cobblemon to spawn. And this is another one of them, which, if I get out of there, they're not too common, but they're also not too rare to find to where they're annoying. But yeah, this is just generally the loot that it has in these things, which not bad. Some nice ender pearls, iron, leather, a lead. But yeah, they're not too rare, not too common. Pretty good, actually. But, yeah. Well, I've been in a desert biome for about 5 seconds and I found a special bird mite. Oh hey, and look at that, there's one of those guys too. Which is pure rock type, it's probably more like a Ragnarola. But I'll just catch it. Which I did find out I don't have to click the catch button, I could just put down the UI with the R button and throw a quick ball. There's still the Aquador. Is that? Ah! Is that a ghost fired? Huh? Oops. Well, okay then. I was not expecting a special Chinchou. Roadrunner, Sandshrew. I'm catching this guy for one reason and one reason only. And if you wanted me to catch a Sandile and name it a specific thing, too bad, I already had a name for it. It's the same thing that I name every single Sandile I get. What are you? A special Baneri? A fighting type Baneri. Okay. Some cactus. Oh, glad I found a desert. There's a whole bunch of stuff I didn't think I'd find. I have Bergmite in my team too. Bogotas. But I still gotta find the... Okay, is that the Avalugg? Alright, the Avalugg looks awesome. It's Rock Dragon. Interesting. Okay. Wasn't expecting a rock dragon type from it. Place Garchomp with that, I free up ground. I could get ground water. I don't know if there's any good ground water types. If I want Dolphin's Grace, I gotta take off the cloak. Then put the cloak back on and full speed! Oh, I'm in the war motion. Okay. I think. Just a war motion? Yeah, just. So it's Shelders, Magikarp, Pikamuku, Carvanas. And here's a Coral. I don't know if I'll find anything good here. Pretty much I'll bring you guys back when I find a good water type, I guess. Alright, so I have found a Dreepy, which I did find a couple more, including a Drizzle. And there was also a special, what looked like fire type Sableye. Which I can't touch this thing. Fire type Sableye right over there. You can kind of see the yellow, not yellow, red dot. What is that? Oh, you're the special ant. Oh, you look cool. Which I have started tracking a deep lukewarm ocean and a special sand muck. That red Sableye probably despawned. Oh. I know what happened to you. You tried fighting this guy. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. I have too many things I need to keep in my hotbar. See if I can find that Sableye again. It was like probably a fire ghost. Sableye, maybe Fire Dark. But that'll bring you guys back in a little bit again. Alright, so I'm heading back home, in which I caught Shiny Bunnelby, 2 special Wailons, a Bluffin, all these kind of things, which I did accidentally save and exit. Meant to just click back onto the tab, and I actually clicked save and exit instead. But I did find a Fennekin outbreak, as well as both the purple and orange apricot seeds. Which I still will check all these for the mob repellents, because I want the mob repellent. it just effectively seems like anti-creeper, which is great. I'm just heading back home. I'll recuperate with you guys when I see which one I want to add, because there are quite a few things. Yeah, I also found found a holy necklace, which, if memory serves me correctly, it pretty much, if something has regeneration, then that some of that regeneration gets directed towards you. Effectively, against like the wither, it steals some of their regeneration. Found some waystones, some rare candies from the relic towers. Other than that, not much. Yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm back home. Alright, so I'm back home. There's the shiny Bunnelby, which it is the highest level, so it has the best chance in which, yeah. This is the white one, which, yep, looks like the Bunnelby can evolve. So there. Got the giant Bugs Bunny. Yeah, this is the Whalmer, which probably going to add because it's ice flying, which I did want a flying type. Which, there's the Drizzle that I found, the 3 Fennekins I caught. This one being the more annoying one because it just refused to get caught. Which I will evolve these guys. There we go. Now we got Gregson and Delphox too. Let's see. Here's the added stuff. So it was a fire rock type Sableye, which is an interesting typing. Got the 2 fire ghosts, which this thing does look awesome. I also got a Bluffin, which just looks like a Frieza. Yeah, just looks like Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. And there's also the Mint Finch, which I really want to know what the shiny of that looks like. The Blockjock, which is a psychic flying, pretty interesting. Then the Fortifry, which I might I might use one of these two, because this one's the same typing as Lantern, but it has things like Parabolic Charge, Infestation. But this one could turn out really cool looking. So I might check these two out later on, which, there's my Sandile. If you get the Carrot Cake name reference, then you're an absolute, I don't know, you just have good taste in older Minecraft videos. See the Dreepy I caught. Other than that, actually, do go ahead and train him up now. Okay, just gonna take him off all of these guys first. Yeah, I think I'll train all these guys up first, so I can really see what they look like. Actually, yeah, because I want to know if this guy evolves. So I might just go ahead and get like a leaf stone and see if that works. A link cable. Forgot that I have this thing now. Alright, Cobblemon. Let's see. Some leaf stones. Link cables. I do want to know if this thing evolves or not. Oh, cool. It's just a leaf stone. Sweet. 2. I still have no idea what this thing's supposed to be. Actually, it's supposed to be like a radish? I have no idea if it's supposed to be like a radish or something. Which, well, you can get Mega Drain now. Other than that, it doesn't look like anything new. So yeah, it's like a radish, I guess. This thing's just a fish. That sort of looks like a car jumper cable. And we got this thing. So this thing will be interesting. You should get water and ice stone for just a check. Let's see, ice stone, water, maybe even a thunderstone. Let's see. So let's no on the Whalmer. No on that guy. No on that guy. Okay. Whether you guys take any of those. Let's see if this. Yeah, there we go. Just put the rest of these in there. We'll see how far they go. I should run out of lumberries before anything else, but I'll have botany pots set up for that. Now I have a whole bunch of full restores. This is pretty much the entire reason why I added the pipes mod, because I didn't feel like doing something with creates, funnels, and conveyor belts, because they're honestly just kind of annoying to work with. Especially on a large scale. Yes. Alright. Oh, I'll just train these guys up to probably 45. And I'll get back with all you once it's done. Alright guys, so I'm back, and I did go to the end, and I did look up these Pokemon to see if they did evolve, and which this guy doesn't, so he's probably just going to be put back in the box. I did evolve you to a massive Wailord. So I'll probably have the Wailord, and honestly, I'll probably also have the Orwish as well, because it looks really cool. Which does mean I will probably put up Matang. So I'll just take you, and there were a whole bunch of fake like Gravelmon in the end that I think I beat the dragon either when before Gravelmon before I added it, or before it got updated, I think. Because I know for a while it wasn't spawning any, but it definitely wasn't spawning the special Maractus, which I actually managed to find a shiny of. Which, I'm not sure if the new Pokemon, like Electaburst, which is awesome looking, it's got Levitate, so ground doesn't even work on it. And this thing is not small either. It's actually pretty big. But I won't be adding them because of the fire type overlap. But yeah, there's a special Maractus that's steel type, the Cacturn that's grass poison, the Psychic Dodrio. There's actually a sound and a, let's see, where is it? There's a sound and a fairy type Pikachu. There's a ghost grass Spiritomb, poison, steel, Heatmore, which I might add. There's a flying Ponyta and a Rapidash, which the Rapidash is right here. Let's see. Yeah, the Cacturn. I think that was it. So yeah. Might add the Heatmore. because I do like Heatmore. It's a pretty cool looking Heatmore too. Let's see. Because I never add it back in. Let's see, so I got Grass Sound, Fire Ghost, Ice Flying, Water Psychic. The free types I have are Ground Dragon, so I might add my Bite back on. Yeah, because you cover the water type. But I don't have an electric type. Wonder if there's an electric dragon type. I'll just put the shiny over here. I think for now I'll stick with the Bite. Yeah, these things are so cool. But yeah, I think I'll have Heatmore on the team once I get my Rattata up to max level. I do still want to do that. Besides that, the Heatmore's level 49 anyway. Alright, now I got so many Pokemon to sort through, but yeah, I think that'll be it for today's episode. So, again, comment down below if there's a certain Cobblemon or certain Pokemon that you want to see, as well as a name if you want it to have a special name, or it'll just be named after you if not. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.